Hey everybody, what's up? It's been a while, I know. Sorry. Today's video is going to be a review, actually. Surprisingly or not. Yeah, I bought something from this website called Devil Inspired. And it looked really cool with the photos and everything, right? And I really liked it. It was really, really cool, really pretty. But the thing was, it was like 60 bucks. And like 90 altogether with shipping. And it looked really nice and everything. And I was like, you know, I looked at some reviews, some of the reviews are like, it's a little iffy depending on the item, right? But, and I think they sell they don't have a specific brand. It's just they sell like other brands, so like Punk Rave, stuff like that. And one of the brands that they sold the stuff, one of the thing that I got was by this brand called Bloodsucker, I think is what it's called. And what it is it's a little capelet. It's a capelet. And this is what it is. And I mean, it looks nice for what it is. Has or Blood Supply is what this brand is called. Blood Supply. But I mean, it looks decent, but I think well, the thing is it kind of looks fast fashion, which I'm not sure if is a fast fashion brand or something like that. But that's what it kind of feels like. It definitely feels cheap. And the pictures that they have, they must have a really good photographer, because the pictures that they have for it it's like makes it look like this standing out piece thing, but it kind of just looks costumey. Like in the pictures, it didn't really show that this was like completely see-through, but oh well. And I mean, it's kind of nice, and it has these really cool things that are like staticking up right now, if you can see that. And I mean, the reason why I got it is because I have more capes than capelets. And I'm not much of a capelet person, but I mean, it was cute. And I was like, this is something that's cute enough that I could like, use it for other stuff. And I mean, the pattern is nice, but I don't know. It does have some really nice beading. Like, you can't really see, but you can see like a little bit of nice beading right there for like the ends and stuff. But I mean, and the collar, like a bat shaped collar and stuff. The boning that they have for this is kind of a little weak compared to some of the other collars I have. And if you hear that, that's my cat. But I mean, it's not too bad. I don't know. Like, it looks I think for the price, I don't think it's worth $60. Because you can probably definitely find something very similar to this on freaking Shein or whatever other one of those Romwees. Like you can probably find something. And the odd thing is like this is pretty much all either lace or some weird mesh fabric. And then when it gets to the thing where it ties your to the neck, it's a velvet ribbon. So I'm kind of confused. So it's kind of odd. But I mean, I don't know. I just keep getting very distracted with these little dangly bits at the bottom. Like, see, I just want to play with them all the time, you know? And these are very soft too. These are very, very nice. Staticky, I guess. But, I mean, I don't know. I would say on a scale of like 1 to 10 of how good this piece is right here, I would say I'd give it a solid 5. Like, it's not the worst item I've ever purchased, but like if you can see on this side, one of the bonings like only it ends like right here, and on this side it goes all the way through to this point. So, you know, definitely some manufacturing mishap right there. But yeah, I'd say give it a solid 5. I mean, it's not the worst piece I've ever bought, you know, but you know, they definitely make the pictures out to be like this really cool, amazing thing, when reality, this is probably something you could probably also get from Shein or something. And, you know, loose threads on and off everywhere. But I mean, that's with lace in general. Like, you're gonna have loose threads everywhere. But with a good lace, with a good sewers, you can tell because they'll be sewed up pretty decent. But this, I mean, I could probably use this and like put like another fabric underneath of it to make this thicker. But the point is that, you know, with something that's $60 like this, you know, especially in a time like now when everything's so expensive, you know, we shouldn't have to go and fix something that's $60 for that looks like cheap like this. But, you know, I don't know. Yeah, I'd say give it a solid 5. It's the design is nice, and you know, some of the appliques on here are really nice. It's just, I think, you know, poor fabrics and poorly executed. And the pictures kind of scam this whole thing out. And it's interesting because like this part right here, where like the it's like you have the bones through the collar, right? And then this part right here should have had a boning in it as well, but it doesn't. So that's why this is just all floppy like this. If it was good, you would be able to, you know, kind of control if it can go up or down or not. But I mean, for $60, I don't know. It's somewhat cool or something, but I mean, this is my way of saying to you guys, if you're gonna buy from devilinspired.com, don't take the pictures for granted, you know? I think that should be said with most websites, but you know, this one particularly, because like the way that they have the I think it's like almost a completely different piece that they have pictures of, you know? But it's not, you know, if that makes any sense. Sort of like how Wish used to do the stuff like that, you know, it's definitely something you really got to look for the reviews for. But the thing was that this particular garment does not have any reviews on it, and I can see why now. But I mean, I'll put it on and like model it out, and I'll definitely keep it, but you know, gotta fix some stuff about with that. But like, see this, like this little loose thread thing here, this you can tell was sewn on and it was connected to this. Almost like it was like tied on there or something. But like, I'm afraid if I pull on this any harder, it's gonna floop. But I mean, honestly, a lot of clothes in general, like with lace, it can be very delicate. So you got to be very careful with how you treat them. So that's why I'm giving this a 5 out of 10. Because, you know, I understand it is lace, the top layer at least. The bottom layer is like very, very shit mesh fabric. But, you know, it's very Halloween-y for the bottom fabric, which is kind of sucks, especially when you're spending $60 on something like this. You expect some decent quality. But, you know, lace in general is very delicate, and you gotta be very careful with how you wash it and stuff. So, you know, it's, like I said, it's a good 5 out of 10. Will I buy from there again? Probably not. And I think it might just be the brand in general, either that or, you know, because I know they sell Punk Rave too, and Punk Rave's a really good brand, so, you know, we never know, but sorry for the long distance thing, but yeah, have a good night, goodbye, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. And here is what it looks like on. I'm in my bathroom, my bad. But I mean, it's definitely more of like a style suited for like up. But I mean, you can see it just dangles there, even with it up. And I mean, looks okay. I mean, the applique looks nice, you know, like the idea of this is nice. But it feels like, you know, feels very much like you got some scratchy stuff on. This will definitely be very uncomfortable, especially like, you know, wearing this in the summer or something like that, which, you know, I was hoping to do. Because this was like I had to wait like a good 2 months for this because it was like a made to order thing. So, yeah, I mean, what do you guys think?